hungover.
Terrence.
I am hungover.
Jeff.
Yellow.
Frakes.
Blue.
Mahogany.
I'm a gateway sandwich.
And I'm soon to be juror number 8. I got jury duty for Christmas.
You couldn't get out of it?
I don't know yet. I gotta send them the whatevers, who I am, where I've lived, how many sexual partners I've had. They ask those kind of questions, right?
I don't know. Well, like I was telling you earlier, like all you got to do is say the 2 words jury nullification out loud in the courtroom and they will throw you out on your ear.
But like I was telling you earlier, my job's boring in the slow season, so this might be exciting.
A welcome, exciting change.
Jury duty.
A nice $7 paycheck.
I wish. Well, last time I went, I had to go in the morning. I did the whole rigmarole with the, you're in the room and you stand up, you tell them who you are, where you work. I said, hey, I'm Chris. I work at Hooters. I'm a waitress. And I sat back down and then they sent me home and that was it. They sent me a check for 30 some odd cents.
Nice.
For showing up.
And all I could think is somebody had to spend time and money. It had to be more than 35 cents just to put this check in an envelope and mail it to me.
Mm-hmm. Forever stamps, I believe, are 70 cents.
I mean, this was almost 20 years ago.
Involved.
The nice thing is we take our check and take it into work, send it into HR, and they'll pay us full pay.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you get that 30 cent added to it though, or
I mean, do you get your $7 back, or
yeah, or is it just in lieu of the taxpayers' money?
it's like it's like a quest item. It doesn't do anything.
It's just stuck in your inventory. You can't get rid of it.
Unfortunately, it is soul bound, so you can't switch it between your alts.
No.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. So you were saying something about I should look out for you and your theories.
I've got a theory about game when we get into game.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. We watched Black Adam last night. Do anybody? Y'all watch Black Adam yet?
Nah.
That's decent.
I haven't
Spoilers.
watched Shazam yet, so I feel like
Same.
Shazam's good.
It is.
I have been kind of on a superhero cooldown.
Still?
For like the past year and a half.
Oh, so you've only missed like 8 or 9 movies then. That's
I didn't watch the newest Thor movie. I didn't watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Actually, that's pretty good.
that is fun.
Yeah.
And it's like what? Fucking 40 minutes, 45
Yeah,
minutes.
it's not even an hour.
You could tell they cheaped out a little bit on the makeup.
How can you tell? You didn't watch it.
I've seen like snippets of it. I've seen previews for it.
You talking about how
Videos.
weird
Most
Groot
of it,
looks?
No, I'm talking about how weird Drax looks.
Well, yeah, they probably didn't go through the big budget sitting down for makeup for like that takes 4 days to put that costume on him normally.
Yeah, that's why he's quitting the fucking series because he hates the makeup.
And he's also old.
Yeah.
He's no what's his name? What's the guy's name? Douglas something?
Fairbanks?
Is it Fairbanks? The guy who's
Adams?
always in makeup. He was Abe Sapien. He was the
Doug
Pan's
Jones.
Doug Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug Jones, always in a costume. We need a really tall guy, and we only know one really tall guy that wears a lot of makeup.
Tall and skinny.
Very thin.
Not Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses then, huh?
No, it's the guy that played the zombie in fucking Hocus Pocus.
Oh, was that him? Oh.
Yeah, it was him too. He was also Mac Tonight from the McDonald's commercials. That was his first gig, was being the guy in the moon mask helmet.
Oh, wow. That's a throwback.
And this has been your Doug Jones throwback hour.
I'm a big fan of Doug Jones, but you have to explain his career to people, and then they look at you weird and like, and you're a fan of this? I'm like, yeah. Like seems
It's like the guy who played Rorschach when he goes through his IMDb at like a party. Oh, I was child molester #1 in this movie. I was rapist priest in this movie.
Oh.
here's just as Ugly Thug 3.
Yeah, he's just always the guy.
And those were all the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Yeah.
And then he has to go all the way down to the 70s, and here I am in the Bad News Bears.
No.
As a child molester.
As a child. But you're right, he did molest people, so I guess it.
Yeah.
So that's all we have about Black Adam. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
What? I'm just not a big Dwayne Johnson movie watcher.
Look, it's the action in it is a lot of fun. Like, it's really fun to look at. But yeah, The Rock has two faces, and he uses them both.
But eyebrow, no eyebrow.
No, that was The Rock. This is Dwayne Johnson. He doesn't use The Rock eyebrow in.
The Rock
Dwayne
has
Johnson
three
movies.
faces. He's got the eyebrow. Dwayne Johnson has the two.
Okay.
And he used both of them in this movie.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I like The Rock.
I do too. I think the last I've heard of him, he's a decent human being as well.
Sure. I try not to dive into the knowledge of my heroes anymore. Not that he's a hero. I just don't want to know any.
I just don't know anything about these people.
Yeah, it ruins a whole lot of stuff for you, so you find out who they really are.
It's true. Faye Dunaway is apparently
Famously-
cinema's greatest monster.
Yeah, a huge pain in the ass to work with.
But the end scene, I'm going to spoil the end scene for Henry Cavill shows up as Superman just for like a brief cameo, and then like this week they're like, yeah, you're not going to be Superman anymore.
That's his last Superman appearance. Sorry, folks, but at least he gets to be in a 40K show.
Yeah.
And he's also no longer going to be the Witcher.
No,
Yeah.
they're giving that to one of the.
He's got one more season as the Witcher. I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting.
He wasn't really pleased with the direction the writers were planning to take it, and he said as long as they stuck with the lore, he would stick with the show. Now, I have a question about the Superman. Did he actually shave his mustache for this one?
It was a shadowy shot. There's no
Also, I have a theory about Amazon Studios.
Okay.
I think it's a tax sink. think about it. How much money did they spend on Wheel of Time, Rings of Power? We're talking billions of dollars that they pumped
spent
into these
0
shows.
cents on those things. Those are Amazon property.
I'm talking about Amazon Studios.
Oh, you said YouTube. Oh, you said Netflix. I thought.
No, he said
No, I said-
Amazon.
I said
okay.
Amazon Studios.
Yeah.
But who did they cast? No names.
Yeah.
Where
That's
did
what
all
I
that
thought
money
in my
go?
fantasy films, honestly.
I mean, I'm the same way, but at the same point, there's Lord of the Rings. You've got people you can draw, people who have thespian, Shakespearean actors that could bring some real impetus to a show like that.
Would you stop making up words and just say what it is that you're trying to say?
I'm saying they could bring some credibility to the show, but they
could have, but look at what happened to Black Adam. They got The Rock, who was like, looks like a superhero in real life, and everybody was like, ugh.
I don't know. I think everyone's just kind of on a slump about feature films in general. Like even the new camera movie's not doing so hot, I hear.
Avatar?
Yeah, the Avatar sequel.
Well, people kind of they destroyed Avatar in modern pop culture because they're just like, it's Pocahontas in space.
No, it's Dances with Wolves in space.
Which is Pocahontas in the 1800s.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, I've heard
I
that
think-
the new Avatar movie looks incredible. I'm just
Yeah.
not going to pay $60 for me and somebody to go see it look incredible on an
With
IMAX.
somebody eating nachos in your ear right next to you. Nah.
I won't eat nachos that loud. Okay?
No, I've been there, Mahogany. It's whew, God, we get the looks, but you can't tell because you're too busy with your nachos.
It's like listening to a hyena chomping through a zebra.
Well, no, we went to go see
you
a
know
Quiet
that's-
Place in the local, a Quiet Place too in the local theater. Somebody had a fucking baby in there, and it's just like, this is why
Mhm.
I just rather watch this. Who brought the baby to fucking A Quiet Place? Like maybe they thought that was the name of the daycare, A Quiet Place to put your baby, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? So that was Black Adam Talk Part 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Went off on a tangent about Amazon and how I'm pretty sure they're just evading taxes with their
Oh,
TV
that's right,
programs.
Like, there's no way every corporation in existence, period, is not evading taxes.
Oh yeah, I mean I know they are all
Well, I mean,
all successful corporations.
at least
are
they're evading it in a fun way.
Yes.
I liked the Lord of the Rings, even though people are giving it shit. I don't care. I enjoyed it.
I kind of
to where I want to see more of it, and if there's all this negativity about it, it won't happen.
well, they pumped $45 billion into it, so I'm pretty sure
I don't think that's real.
that's the reported numbers that they put into it.
You said that about Wheel of Time, that it was $1 billion an episode, and that was wrong.
Yeah, these books are cooked.
I think Frakes gets confused between $1 billion and $1 million.
No, these are the numbers that I've heard, and that's why I think that Amazon
Who
Studios
did
is.
you hear these numbers from?
Are you the
His
guy
other
that just
construction
believes-
worker friends.
No,
yeah,
I-
believes
I-
everything the guy at work tells you.
It's my Tony's older brother.
Oh, okay. Tony's older brother.
Yeah. So you know you can trust him.
The first season of Rings of Power cost how much, Frakes?
I don't fucking know.
No, what did you say?
Billions.
I thought it was $1 billion
It's
for the
close.
per season.
715 million.
Okay.
It's close. It's only 300 million off.
Yeah. It's not that close.
Yeah, I mean, billion, that's a big number. Billion. It sounds
Well,
big.
I said billion for the show. Now, Wheel of Time, I will mea culpa. I did actually say it was $1 billion per season. That's
Per
my-
episode.
No, I said per season.
Every 10 minutes says $1 billion. That's why they got that CW brand on there.
CW quality actors aren't cheap, Toby. They aren't.
They're not. You know, Jensen Ackles really set that bar up there.
They reached for the brass ring, got it, gilded it, wore it.
I mean, can you imagine how much a name tag costs when your last name's Padalecki? You gotta really rake in the dough to pay for that full name placard. So here's my theory on the game. This will get us into the game.
All right.
I'm listening to the old episodes, okay?
Sure.
Now, when we left, we were playing the villainous campaign. Now we're playing a good campaign in the same world. Yeah?
Yeah.
I had briefly wrote a little interlude at one point, and when we were still playing the villainous campaigns after Valric had died, where Valric went back to Handy's rest, and Handy was stuck in a pit, and he rescued him, and they went off on their own adventures. Now, I assumed that you had just forgotten that I told that story, and that's why at the beginning of this good campaign, Handy was killed and paraded through town. Right? That's how this one started. And I was like, well, he doesn't remember that. But now I've listened to one, okay, and you wrote this, a little aside about the pig-faced bride and how she married the suitor from that town because he broke the curse. But I, as a player, know that bride is in our party and she broke the curse herself. So what I think Terrence has done is he has set up the Raiders of the Lark multiverse here, and we are our villains exist, but they are different in this world than they were in the world that we were previously playing in, because the stories aren't quite, they're not quite lining up. And I think that I'm right. And I think that if I'm right, I should get a free level. This was all planned by Terrence. This was not slip-ups and memory lapses. This was...
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Multiverse confirmed. That's
I tell you what, you get a bottle cap.
Thank you. I'll use it.
You get a Benny. Enjoy. I'm importing them, especially from other games.
But you can only use them during opening banter.
Well, all right, then let's start over. So, have you guys watched Black Adam?
Yes.
Bottle cap.
Multiverse. But no, I was just like, well, you told a really cool story. It was, and it was one that I'd forgotten about because it was that, and then it was almost immediately tied into where the demon angel thing, Jeb's friend, got the bones finally, and the bones turned. I'd forgotten all about this. Turned into a giant portal archway with the film over it. And I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to go figure out what that was. But we might not with these good campaign guys, because we might be at another fucking dimension. Or, here it goes. We're gonna come out of that on the other side, and that rift is what opened up the multiverse for Raiders of the Lark.
You well, now that you've ruined the entire campaign, I guess Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
So, like, what if we get there, we see our other selves, and Ryan is pissed because, like, in her world, her fiance is dead, but this Ryan is married? What?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
the pig-faced bride, if I'm not mistaken, married the paladin. It was the famous paladin
Yeah.
who broke the curse.
Okay. So her fiance did die,
Yeah.
but then she just married somebody else.
Yeah, clearly an upgrade.
Yeah, right on. Okay.
Married into money.
See, what happens is when we come out of that portal, we're going to run into our other selves who we'll have to kill, because only one
Highlander
iteration.
rules.
Yeah, Highlander
No,
rules.
if we touch each other, then we explode.
That's what is that? Time cop rules?
Yeah, that is time cop rules. Yes.
Oh no, not Time Cop. No,
I want to do Jet Li's 1,
that was actually
where
what I
we
was
kill
thinking about.
we kill ourselves to get more powerful.
Yeah, every you kill, you gain another level.
And Rick and Morty straight up stole that.
Duh.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing that show is stolen.
Oh, I know, but they stole the one.
I mean, if I could just figure out where Rick came from, where did they get
the
that idea
Rickest
from?
Rick?
Really? You don't know where Rick came from? Like,
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, good, 'cause
Obviously,
it's-
fucking Doc Brown. Yeah,
huh?
he's Doc Brown.
Oh, I thought he was Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh, well, I see that too.
He's probably both, actually. But actually, Doc Brown is Mr. Peabody and Marty is Sherman. But like legit, it's their entire gimmick. Hey, Sherman, let's get in my time machine and go do a thing. Okay.
I'm not familiar with Peabody. That's probably why I don't get the reference.
That's because it's from the 50s.
It's okay. It's from the 60s.
I remember it now. Like, it took me a minute, but yeah.
It was like a secondary feature on the Bullwinkle Show, I think.
Yeah.
You would only recognize it if you had the Boomerang channel.
Or
Growing
you got up
Or if you
early to watch Saturday morning cartoons.
Or if you've lived longer than all you schmucks.
Yeah, like my mom used to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle all the time. I watched it with her. Those were the
I remember
days.
now that you've said Rocky and Bullwinkle, that pulls back the memory. Also, I was a Boomerang channel kid myself. That was
Yeah, we
Was-
didn't have cable.
Was Mr. Magoo on Rocky and Bullwinkle?
No, Mr. Magoo was his own thing.
That's why he got a feature film with Leslie Nielsen playing Mr. Magoo.
So weird. Oh
Pink
my god.
Panther.
The
Yeah,
Pink
Pink
Panther
Panther.
wasn't. Yeah.
now we're just naming really old cartoons we remember.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what we were.
Remember when the Flintstones smoked cigarettes?
You're like
were,
spoofer.
they were the first married couple to not have split beds on TV.
Really?
The Flintstones. Mhm.
Funny.
Huh.
That's because Fred Flintstone fucks.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't wear pants. He's got to have easy access to that big old Flintstone he's got. That last name's actually Smith. They call him Fred Flintstone because that's the name of his giant dick.
It's because he can nap Flint with it.
Wait, does that mean he's Barney Rubble because his dick is trash?
Yeah. Oh.
Little known Flintstones facts. Their last names are all in reference to their penises.
Mhm.
Wait, Wilma's maiden name is Slag Hoople. I don't even want to know what that
Lesbian couple.
Oh my god. Why do I know that shit about Flintstone?
Yeah,
Where'd that-
why?
Oh.
You know that.
I know what it came from because there was a show where she was not Wilma Flintstone. It was the Flintstone Kids, and she was Wilma Slag Hoople.
Oh, okay. I remember that too.
So I feel so old and out of touch and hungover. So let's do the game thing that we're here for. Are we good? Okay.
Yeah, let's start the epilogue.
Epilogue. Well, I guess this is the year epilogue because we won't be playing again till next year.
Nobody getting this show will even notice because we've bagged so many.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we won't miss a week until like 6 months from now.
It'll be the middle of the summer. Like, why are they talking about Christmas? Who cares?
Yeah, pretty much.
Christmas in July, motherfucker!
Everyone loves those kinds of sales. They're not annoying in the slightest.
Not at all.
So, the team wakes up after 3 days. You've gotten to know the other adventurers that have joined you here in what they're calling the 10% house because a halfway house would be better.
Oh,
They are a female dwarf wizard called Nadia Silvershot. A man with a large man with a large laugh called Bluth the Booming, and a priestess of a god you've never heard of called Tritherion named Eddie Hardcastle. They tell you that they had a companion, a fourth companion originally, but they kind of got left in the city when they made their way to the cage accidentally. But beyond, like, you know, getting to know them, they keep to themselves. There's the communal areas like the kitchen. They interact with you guys. If you're interested in becoming friends with them, they're friendly. That is totally on your characters.
I will offer to cook food for everybody.
Okay, cool. Well, that's always a good way to break bread and gain new pals and get to know each other. Yada yada yada.
And I'll be the guy in the communal area, the one who everyone loves, who just sits out and plucks his stringed instrument in the middle of the communal area. Nobody ever dislikes that guy.
It's like 2 a.m. You're like wired.
It's like the fellow who brings a guitar to a party. They're always accepted.
well,
They're not.
I feel like this is you really venting your spleen about somebody whose name is Doug Heaton. I think Doug used to be that guy when he was
Is
young.
that Discord, Doug?
Yeah.
I would not picture that in a million
Well,
years.
he also used to have like fucking shoulder length hair and yeah. Like this corporate Doug looks way different than Doug of 10 years ago.
Yeah. Corpse will do that to you, man.
The corpse. But you are basically picked up the third day of your stay here in the sigil in kind of a rundown carriage. It's seen a lot of traffic through the city. covered in dust and soot. It's all the paint's chipped and everything. It's not being pulled by a horse. It has a single ogre hitched to the front. They tell you this is the biggest rickshaw they can afford.
I was about to say, so it's less a carriage, more of a rickshaw.
It is a carriage, but it is being used like a rickshaw.
It's a rickshaw XL.
Yes, it's a family economy size rickshaw.
So the van version.
And once you get inside, you can see why it's kind of shabby, because this ogre, not feeling really much in the way of any hindrances or impediments to himself, hits every bump. But yeah, you guys are moved to the city, and you're not moved too far. You moved to the other side of the lower ward, to where things are a little cleaner, despite being, kind of polluted, much like the rest of the lower ward. But you're within sight of better neighborhoods by the time you stop. Once the carriage stops, the ogre bellows as loud as he can. There's your stop, sir!
Oh.
Yeah, it rattles some nearby windows.
I'll tip the ogre with a few silvers.
Oh, he looks down at them. Thank you!
Quite welcome.
Have a lovely day!
What?
By this time, after you're tipping and the ogre continues to bellow at you, the door opens and you see a man who is half man and half ram. Like he's like a centaur, but for sort of a big mountain goat. He's got curling ram's horns, human body down to the torso, ram's body below it. He says, "Oh, you'll have to forgive him. He's a little hard of hearing." So he assumes everyone else is.
Well, I am now.
He says under his breath. Thank you. Excellent work. He tosses another bag of silver up to the ogre, opens it up and puts your silver in the bag, and then he tucks it into his loincloth, gives a curt nod, and booms off down the road, rattling and clacking the whole way. The goat man said, "Right this way, folks," and ushering you into the main headquarters of the Candle in the Dark.
I didn't catch your name, sir.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Very nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you. Right this way. We're still serving breakfast if you're hungry. It's not much. It's mostly oatmeal.
Porridge.
Oats.
Yes, grains are a rare treat up here. Sometimes. His hooves clip clop on the wooden floor, plank floor as you head in, and you can see that there's a feast hall type setup, and you realize that's probably what this building was a long time ago. It's just got a big open floor, a lot of tables. You can smell the smells of cooking. Oatmeal, coffee, and you can see there's a little podium at the far end where you see the fellow who recruited you, Sir Garrett, sitting in one of the chairs talking to a few of the other members. He grabs his crutches, and after he sees Sebastian coming, he's like, "Well, I think that's everybody." And Sebastian goes to join him on the chairs after pointing you guys to some seats. Sir Garrett gets up and says, "All right, I'm just going to keep this brief. We all have a lot of work to do here. So before I start handing out some assignments, is there any new business? New members? Please stand."
Oh.
And like, it's you, the other group, and about about 15 more altogether in a room of maybe close to 100 people. It's like, these are all our new members. We had a bang up recruiting week.
I'll wave at everybody who looks at us.
Okay, there's a lot of smiles, some scowls. Like some people look bored because they've seen this before. And he's like, yeah, everyone give him a hand and a big thanks and a big round, big welcome, when you get a chance. But anyway, sit down.
Oh,
All right.
Leaning into that character. I like
old
it.
man. I'm an old man.
So Garrett stumps over to a small table on his crutches, leans on one and grabs some paper, stumps back. He plops him down on the podium and says, okay, you've been since people, finance, he balls up a sheet of paper, throws it away. Who wrote this itinerary? No, I'm not doing any of this. None of this. The song? We haven't done the song in 3 years. No. Sorry.
Ryan looks a little dejected. She would have really liked to hear a song.
Like a candle in the dark.
Not that song. We've heard that song. A song that's not.
Like some of the
Not that one.
Yeah.
15,000 candles in the wind.
Oh, little Sebastian.
Bye, little Sebastian.
I start pulling out pistols and shooting people.
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah, what was the one earlier, Mahogany, that was stuck in my head?
Oh.
Well, don't bring it up again. It'll get
Waste your
stuck again.
time on me.
You're already a voice inside my head.
Oh, God.
the hell is that?
Is that Blink 182?
Yeah, got it. That hurts.
Are you dying?
It's
Don't
the
die.
tubes in his ears.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
Oh,
those
that's
yet.
right. The tubes. Always the tubes.
Getting the tubes in my ears. But yeah, that's Blink 182. Don't waste your time on me.
Already the voice inside my head. So stupid. He was talking about Will, and then my mind just associated "Miss You" because that's the name of the song, and then I just started singing that.
A fitting tribute to our friend.
Anything that will make you angry is a fitting
I
tribute.
was like, you would have hated it. It's
He would have
perfect.
been enraged.
Don't waste your time on me. It's the voice inside my head.
I see now that I see why it got stuck in your head, Joker.
I wouldn't shut up about that.
You just keep repeating the same refrain. It's like brainwashing.
It's not even the whole song. It's a voice inside
Oh
my
my
head.
So dumb. I was like, gotta make this sound, and that means it's punk, right? No,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't.
You gotta give it that emo flip with the hairdo. So the song part of the meeting's over.
So
And this concludes our Black Adam talk.
thanks for joining us. All right, good night, everyone.
You can find Black Adam on HBO now, streaming.
I mean,
I mean, I could be watching Black Adam right now instead of doing this.
Yeah, I said that HBO now. Does it even still exist? Isn't it? That's Max now. HBO Max.
Uh-huh.
HBO Max.
I was like, by the time this airs, who knows?
Might
It'll
be
be
now
on-
again.
It'll just be all like reality TV shows, like Real Trash Men of Cleveland.
Oh, what's that come on?
It'll be on HBO Max.
MTV.
Other cheap programming.
The History Channel.
Anyway,
Back to Sir Garrett.
that's so Sir Garrett continues to chew through the notes for a moment and says, okay, fine. I'd like to personally extend a welcome to you. We have 2 tables set up. If you're an experienced member, go to that one. We know you pretty well. We know what you want. We have options. If you're a new member, then you don't get an option. We're going to assign basically a first task to you. I know. I promised you that you'd have more choices and more chances to do good, but we just got to have a tryout for you and for us.
I jokingly head to the experience table.
I calmly asked for the free concessions we were promised.
Where's my bowl of oatmeal?
There's oatmeal and coffee. So, it's an old man's paradise. Your bowels, primo.
My BM is so regular.
We look for a tavern with a rat problem.
No. The table you're pointing to has the goat man Sebastian, though you find out through casual conversation that his race is called the Bariar. They are extraplanar like ram centaurs, basically.
So this is Big Sebastian. Never mind. You don't watch Parks and Rec.
I do not watch Parks and Rec. I don't watch many comedy shows, actually.
Yeah, we can tell.
That's where you get your sense of humor.
Too busy catching up on the Flintstones to be bothered with anything new that's come out.
I would argue with you, but I watched a fucking playlist of 1950s UPA shorts 2 days ago. So.
UPA?
The hell is UPA?
UPA was an animation company that broke off. Had a bunch of people that broke off from the bigger animation companies in the late 40s to start it, and they did a lot of experimental stuff. Like they had that very kind of that kind of flat look, but everything has a very experimental shape, movement, backgrounds, that kind of thing. And eventually it kind of evened itself out into slightly more Main Street stuff, because I believe Mr. Magoo actually is a UPA cartoon. But
shapes in motion.
Yeah, I like the early experimental things more than Mr. Magoo. So yes, I am catching up on 1950s cartoons. You are correct, sir. Here's your
that joke became a factual statement.
Yes, unvarnished truth.
All I speak is unvarnished truth.
What?
Whatever.
Continue.
I didn't even know what words you were saying. I
stick to your animal facts, Fricks.
Oh God.
Okay. At any rate, so yes, you guys get in line, head up to the table. You find Sebastian there. He's like, okay, wonderful. We don't do team names or anything right here, but we do need some identifiers. So, you have a leader that can coordinate for you out of the 4 of you?
I step forward.
Well, okay, wonderful. He slides you a card, basically a card, like a piece of folded vellum. And then he digs around into a box, and he also slides you a crystal key. It is a very large, not novelty, but it's meant to be an art piece more than any kind of actual door lock. It's just a very gorgeously carved key made of crystal. He's like,
pretty.
You are doing something of an escort mission for us.
Oh.
Did you make sure that our escortee can't run as fast as us, but walks a little bit faster than us?
No. Are you good with children?
No. I'm sorry. That was Frakes.
Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Godsmack the Paladin over there is wonderful with children.
I don't see anything wrong with my behavior. What are you talking about?
How far do you want them to fly? That's the question.
The Bariar looks confused for a moment and just lets it go. He's like, obviously this is an inside joke. But he says, we have gotten asked our organization from a friendly church out of the city to escort I guess it's a saint of theirs, to a safe location. And the saint in question is like they pick him early in this religion, so he's 3.
Oh God.
So we can just huck him in a sack and he'll be fine.
I believe the proper term would be a papoose.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Throw him in tight.
Throw him in a sack, tie him like a papoose. Boom, perfect.
And it's easy to smack them against the wall if they turn into were-rats.
As I understand it, the child is very well behaved. It's a saint after all. So good luck. The address you're looking for in the city to open the portal is right there on the card. Is right there on the card, and the portal key is this.
Just open behind the character.
Is this key? So make sure you hang on to that if you want to get back into the city.
Before we begin, which church is this saint affiliated with, out of curiosity?
Oh gosh, hold on.
Doesn't matter.
Franks, I feel like the last time a kid came up, you also brought up the term papoose.
I probably did. Yeah.
I think you're just really proud of that knowledge, that you know what that is.
Do y'all not know what a papoose is?
I don't.
Do.
Yeah, it's like a backpack with a baby in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do now because the last time when we fought that baby, this term came up. But like
So the last
before
time
this
we
show,
fought
I
that
didn't know. I didn't know what it was until then.
Sort of like detritus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of. I guess I don't read a lot of baby stories, and I'm not around a lot of babies to know what a papoose is. It's a funny word.
It is a funny word. Gosh. Oh my god, where's my note on this?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can move on.
I mean, it kind of matters.
Well, I forgot to pick. That's the problem. all the things I put down, like, oh, I probably should have come up with the God. God
The
damn it.
Church of Fred.
Now, the Church of a really good guy, I swear.
The great Ockle seizure.
No, it's not the great Arkle seizure. Thank you. That joke was just for me, I guess. So.
I was muted. I thought it was funny.
Shit. Yeah.
I was looking up evil gods to suggest to Terrence so we can get out of this escort mission. It's Lamatsu.
Just a 3-year-old chimera.
A 3-year-old sadist.
Aren't they all?
The saint of a torturing god.
I mean, if in any other party, I don't think it mattered, but we're all.
Oh Jesus! There you go. I found it. Fucking like it's like one of the most common gods there is that I wanted to put on this guy, and I can't remember.
Drunk baby, Caden 20.
No, it's Palor, a sun god.
Ah.
Then I have no objections.
Behind you, you hear ah, and you see the team that you guys rode here with. Like, look a little crestfallen. They're like, Palor comes from where we come from. That's our plane you're going to. He's like, well, you know, I mean, I don't want to sound crude or crass, says the Barriar to the other team. We don't want you running out just yet.
Yeah, makes sense.
The dwarf, she haughtily says, we're here voluntarily. We came here to join you. You don't need to worry about a thing like that. He's like, I know, but it's just customary not to send someone back to their home plane. We're here to test your mettle.
Well, what mission did you get? Is it escorting a 3-year-old? We'll swap.
He like brushes you guys aside and beckons the 3 of them forward and says, no, they get dragon duty.
Go slay this black dragon that's in this by this lake on a cliffside.
No, actually, there's a we found a plane that has a problem with you're stupider dragons. thankfully for you guys. We think it's probably just wyverns, so lucky you. But it's just dragon duty. We're getting it. It comes up pretty often.
Does dragon duty make for a decent fuel source?
When you said stupider dragons, I just pictured a world where the dragons were like koalas and they were too stupid to fuck. So dragon duty was going out and studying these dragons so they don't go extinct because they're
Putting
too
them on
busy
top of each other and going, read, read,
Read! Get off your pile of gold for 10 seconds so that there can be more of you in the future.
Yeah. Like people have to go and dressed as like erotic dragons to show them what to do. Demonstration video, like.
Oh.
There's plenty of those online. You can look them up right now.
No, I'm good.
No, I got confused when you said Paylor. That's a D&D god, but we're also in a D&D plane.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
D&D setting.
Yeah.
He says, well, no time like the present, and this child's life is legitimately in danger, so good luck.
Let us set off.
You're gonna have to hoof it there. Our cab probably took off for the day. Have a good time. So you guys are put out into the city. You look at the address on the card, and it's in the ladies' ward. It's in literally the nicest part of town is where the portal you have to find is.
We've had a few days here, right?
Yes.
Would I have found anywhere where I could harvest berries to make good berries?
Harvesting them, no. You can buy them at the market. Like
I can make good berries if I could find a bush that would be growing berries that I could just pick. But there's no nature in the city at all, huh?
Not much. Like there's the razor vine, of course, but like a lot of houses you see have potted plants that do okay in the right part of the city. Where you guys are staying, it's a good thing you're a druid. So yeah, you probably could have bought a potted berry bush at the market.
Yeah, I'll have a little berry bush at the house, so at least I can start off with a handful of berries for the trek. Yeah.
Alrighty. Any other preparations before you guys go?
None I can think of personally.
No.
I pretty
I mean,
much
we
did
did
a-
fun.
Yeah, we did. We did a little shopping already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we had the last 3 days for.
Yeah. So, did a little shopping.
Again, I got a handy haversack and another wand of cure light. That was my shopping.
Gotcha.
I got some potions. Potions.
I crafted a pistol.
Yep. Got all that.
And I'll have 6 good berries for the road.
Word. You guys make your way through the city, largely unmolested. You see that there is a massive hang-up on one street as a demon and a devil came to blows until members of the Civic Guard, as they are calling themselves, show up. The Civic Guard, some of them obviously former members of the Harmonium, like they just painted their red armor something else. But it causes a big mess. Just a horrible, horrible scene. Demon guts everywhere. The devil won. But beyond that little snafu or traffic hiccup, you find your way to the ladies' ward. The ladies' ward is very elegant. It's got a lot of beautifully constructed houses of all styles. And once you begin looking at the street signs, a thing the ladies' ward also seems to have that the others do not have very reliably, you're able to find the area you're looking for. It is basically a public fountain. And you see it's got a few just narrow, like marble stone arches everywhere. They tell you third arch, facing spinward. And once you get up there, orient yourself to the way the city is rotating, look for the arch. There you are. You took the key, right, Ryan?
Right.
Right. So, You guys probably haven't really experienced how portals. You've seen them work here. People just sort of whip out a random object most times and hold it in the area where they want to where the portal activates, and that's pretty much how it goes.
I'll use my special ability to kind of sense the area. The gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm. What are you sensing for again? I'm sorry.
It lets me know about the portal. It is gate finder, DC 20 perception to find, soul gates, alignment stuff that's close to mine.
Mm-hmm.
And gatekeeper lets you know the roll knowledge planes, to be aware of how to open it up.
Okay. Well, you already know how to open it up, but
Right. But being able to sense it.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your check, or is that just something that happens?
I still have to roll.
Okay.
So it is a 25.
25. Yes, you detect not only the gate that you were looking for, but this place seems to be lined with gates to several planes. Some of them giving off powerful auras of good. This one that you're in front of, however, is not giving off any really particularly strong alignment auras. It's obviously a portal to the prime material, or a prime material.
So I'll just like hold it up,
All right.
right? Stick the
Yep.
key in the door.
You hold it up, and the key gleams in the morning light, and you can see the gleam suddenly reflected back at you in the air underneath the marble arch. It creates a shimmering curtain of swirling white mist.
Do we know how much time we have to get through before the actual mist will quit? After it's
You're
been activated?
not really, no.
Okay. Actually, I'll proceed on through if that's where we're going. I'll go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah.
Let the key holder go in last.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll go ahead and shoot. I'll be right behind you.
Sure, you will.
I'll shoot through too.
That's the only reason why I don't mind the key holder being the paladin is I know if she says she's going to do it, she's going to do
She's
it.
gonna do it. Yeah. She's like, I'll be responsible for this stuff. I'll hold on to it, and I will.
All right, you hold open the key. Your friends zoom past you through the swirling mist, and followed by you, of course. It stays open without an issue. You guys all arrive roughly the same time. After a sort of a brief, disorienting hiccup, you've exited the city, and you can suddenly smell again. Nature assaults you with both the smells of fresh air and green, clean grass and other such like things you took for granted before. Now that you're out of sigil, you gloriously notice. Around you, you see what appears to be a farm. There is a field where some cows are grazing. You guys are emerging from a big red barn, essentially. It is night, and you can see the stars shining above you. They are not familiar stars to you. What are you doing?
Did this portal bring us directly to the church?
It did not. It brought you to a farm.
Do we have? Well, I didn't know if the church had barn. You know, churches need milk.
Basically, what time of night does it seem to be?
Fairly late, like probably well past midnight.
And we do not have a map of the area, do we not?
Was not provided, no.
Okay.
But did they provide us directions?
Your
From
notes
the
say
portal.
your notes say that you should have a contact meeting you on the other side of the portal.
Hello.
You call out, and you hear a rustle behind you through the door that you came out of.
Russell? I know that guy.
Shut up. Through the door you came out of, the portal has vanished, leaving behind just an open rectangle of darkness here in the bright starlight. And you can hear like something moving in a pile of hay, maybe. Who hears dark vision?
We got a low light.
Gas dancing lights over there.
Okay. You cast dancing lights, and you see a pair. The first thing you notice is a pair of very frightened looking eyes, gleaming in your dancing lights as you see a person in dirty yellow robes, like just squatting in a pile of hay with a pitchfork. He's like, you can't get me. I won't let you do it. I won't tell you anything.
Who do you think we are?
He squints. He's like, I really can't tell. There's a lot of light in my face.
We're here at the behest of the candle in the dark.
The man sags with relief. Oh, thank you, Paylor. Thank the light. I hate the dark so much. He gets out and brushes himself off, and you see it's just a sort of a pudgy guy in his mid-20s wearing yellow monk's robes. He's got like a white skull cap where you see it's got like a gold painted sun symbol on the top. He takes a deep breath and puts on a smile. Hello, I'm Brother Tio. I'm here to greet you for the special assignment.
Are you not permitted to light a fire? You're afraid of the dark, but you're waiting in the barn in the dark. Should we be concerned that you're being hunted or something?
I was trying not to attract attention.
Big glowing balls of fire floating around through the air, swirling around. Like
he does look more nervous now that he's noticed that you guys have caused a bit of a light pollution disturbance. But
we're in a barn, so it just looks like the. What was that scene? Was that Back to the Future where the barn lit up from the inside?
I'll make them light blue so they're not very,
let's see,
standoffish.
Make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
I rolled a 29 on sense motive to see if
this guy seems on the up and up, but he does seem extremely scared.
25.
Okay.
All right. You notice like the cows mooing like has picked up. They're like something has disturbed them in the field.
Oh, can I roll something for that? Like a knowledge nature or handle animal to know if it's a casual upsetting or if it's being hunted sound.
Yeah, give me a knowledge nature for that.
Knowledge cow.
30.
Okay, yeah. From the sound of these cows, that they've probably like caught scent of a predator.
Throw the dancing lights that way.
All right, you throw the dancing lights that way, and you see the cows scattering, like moving, just like they seem disoriented and like they just woke up and got scared because they did. And as your dancing lights go out across the field, you can see a pair of shining eyes glinting in the darkness that basically bolt towards you. It is. It looks to be a heavily armored orc on horseback, but the horse is clearly dead.
Oh,
and let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Eek.
Ooh, nice. That dice is rolling me very well. A natural 20 and then a 19.
Okay, so off board.
Elf board got an 8.
Okay, Wraith.
21.
21. Fidelis.
23.
23. And Ryan.
17.
All right. 17. And my orc assassin.
On undead horse.
It's an assassin, guys. I know this intrinsically.
He goes,
The way it scared those cows, I knew it would be an orc assassin on an undead horse.
It just makes sense.
Why else would the cows be afraid of it?
It was the vibrato of their scared moves, more so than the the pitch.
It's the wheezing, hideous neigh of the undead. So your first, Fidelis, you see the orc barrels towards you guys through the dancing lights. The zombie horse that he's on, it's keeping a good pace. It looks like it's been through a lot too, because most of its legs are mostly like shredded clean of meat. And
Okay.
things like got the most Baroque Gothic looking horror armor you've seen in a long time.
Can I roll a knowledge religion to see if it's just the horse that's dead or if the orc is also undead?
You sure?
Okay. That is a 4 plus 12, 16, 19.
All right. Your 19 gets you actually new information. The orc is too heavily armored, really, to tell if he's undead, but he's moving with a lot of liveliness that would belie that sort of thing. However, given the way that the horse has a lot more energy than a zombie would, you're guessing this horse might be ghoulish, like an actual ghoul horse.
Ooh. Then I will cast Bless on all of us and say, do not let the horse touch you. It may paralyze you.
Oh.
And it gives me ghoul feelings.
Vibes.
And cast Bless on everyone.
All right. Everyone is blessed. Wraith, do you have any moves before we... Hold on. Let me... I should have got a map up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Apologize more.
Eat shit. You just reached the limit of my patience. Thank you.
Choo, choo, choo.
That's what I'm here to do.
All right. Who are we missing? Hello?
We're
Hello.
all here.
Yeah. Are y'all in the map?
Oh no, did you post the link? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I did. Underneath the Zoom link.
That was me. I was making sure I had my animal companion stuff right before we got into the combat.
Gotcha.
So that's Fidelis up front, me and the eagle in the middle, Ryan on the left, Is it Zarius? No. Wraith in the back. Who's that on the right? Is that the guy is that the monk?
Yeah, that's Brother Tio. Yeah.
Okay.
And he should actually be standing back a little bit more. There you go.
Actually, can we take 5?
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna get some more.
My diabetic dog needs to go outside.
Weird. Okay.
He's got the sugars.
Oh God.
We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back.
Did you need another sync up? Like
No.
roll call?
I do that at the beginning of the episode. It's just out of habit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
1, 2, 3, clap.
I do.
That's the old noob technique.
Yeah, nobody clapped in time, and I don't know how it helped him in the slide.
I don't think it did at all. Clap sync.
Diabetic dog. Wow. So we're in a combat. Fidelis went, and now we're at Wraith.
All right. Wraith will stay right where he's at and cast shield, and that will be it.
All right. Let's see. Ryan, you're next.
I lost it. Hold on a second.
I got a shitload of tabs open for this.
All right, so Ryan is going to, seeing this crazy thing in front of her, draw and drink a potion of Shield of Faith. And that's basically her whole turn. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And Ulfborg, congratulations. You are last. The monster goes next.
Oh, you son of a bitch, you.
So The orc bellows out curses in Orcish. It's pretty easy to tell those from regular Orcish. They're louder. Charging with his horse all the way up to the front line.
Can I get an attack of opportunity on that horse?
Yeah, you have a, what do you call it? Reach
A
weapon.
glaive. Yes. Let's see if this does anything. Ooh. 16.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Let's see, I might not get it. It does not.
Yeah, figured.
You see that the undead horse, in addition to having kind of a tough hide, has a little bit of, gothic-looking barding on it. Let's see. So yes, the monster runs up, or the orc runs up, and his monstrous ghoul horse, and the orc basically starts laying into you with a one-handed axe.
Okay.
So let's see. Does 23 get you?
It would, except I will use my immediate action to cast Force Armor.
All right. And that increases your AC?
Yes, it bumps it up by 8. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, you quickly cast your spell as the axe comes down. The first blow bounces off. The second one does the same as your the mystical force keeps the savage attack at bay. You can see the axe is stained with rust and blood. However, the edge wickedly sharp. Let's see.
I believe I still have to cast that defensively, though, don't I?
Is it an immediate verbal action? I don't know.
Yeah, immediate verbal action, no somatic.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Ulfborg, now it's your go.
This is just a straight up orc, or should I roll a knowledge on him?
You can. I mean, I'll let you do it as a freeb if you like. But
Yeah, just making sure it's an orc and not an orc plus or
Orc Plus. It's a subscription orc service.
21.
All right. This looks like a big, dangerous orc, but probably nothing more than that.
Okay. Then I am going to cast Nature's Ally level 3, but I'm going to summon D4 plus 2 eagles.
Eagles!
So 5 eagles show up.
Okay. You and your fucking eagles.
Yeah. I'll just do all they're swarming his head. Let's see if I can find one more D20 so I don't have to roll a bunch.
Joke's on you. You just make the monster look even more metal than before.
Yeah, he was a flock of crow eagles. All right. Eagles. Only one fumble
Right.
so far.
Eagle
But-
fumble.
I rolled a 1, 3 18s, I'm assuming a 7 will be a 10, that'll miss, and a fumble.
What were your totals? I'm sorry.
21,
Yeah.
that's 3 times, a 10,
That'll
that'll probably miss.
anything lower than
And then a nat 1 on one of the eagles.
Okay, so just for expedience sake, this guy's AC is 20.
Okay.
And let's see if your eagle nat ones himself to death somehow. Let's see. Oh boy, twisted! You've become entangled in your gear. I guess this in this case would be your feet. Basically, like he starts flying awkwardly, unable to make attacks until like had to spin the round like riding himself. You dig?
Yeah. So 11 damage from the 3 beaks that hit.
All right.
And for 21s. All right, I'm looking for 20s, you said?
Yeah.
So 1 more hit and 2 more fumbles. One of the fumbles on the same one.
All right.
You called out the derpy eagle.
Yeah.
Let's see. The derpy eagle. Unintentional move. Move 10 feet in a random direction.
I guess it provokes an attack.
Yes, it would, I guess. But has this guy gone? Yes, he has. So he can make an attack. An attack of opportunity. So he will. On the eagle. Let's see. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's probably a dead eagle.
I don't know. Oh gosh, max damage.
More than
on
7.
On the axe. Max damage on the axe die. It is more than 7, yes.
Yeah, so this one dead eagle.
Okay.
And then the other one that fumbled.
The other one fumble. Oh god. Let's see. Stop hitting yourself. The attack deals damage to you.
Oh no.
Target.
He takes max damage of 6, leaving him with 1 hit point.
Bit his eagle tongue off.
Oh. But he took another 5 from that one hit.
All right.
So that'd be a total of 16 damage from the spell. And then my eagle will 5-foot flap
5-foot flap.
and take his attacks. 2 hits. He's got different stats.
Glad you let an eagle do all your tanking for you.
So for another 11 damage.
Alrighty.
That's my go. Oh no, move action. I'm gonna give Ulfborg's gonna give Fidelis a +2 to hit in his next melee attack.
All right.
He's gonna call out a weakness that he saw as the birds were blocking it to death.
He's weak against getting hit by things.
Yeah, hit him like my birds are doing. Follow their lead.
Learn to fly and bite things. It's your go, Fidelis.
All right, Fidelis is going to attempt an acrobatics check to move half his speed.
Oh, I thought you actually were going to try and fly and bite things. Okay.
No. That is a 21 acrobatics to avoid it.
To avoid the, let's see, CMD. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Then as a swift action, I will bane my weapon against undead,
Oh,
and I will attack the horse.
okay.
Ooh, okay, so that's a +2 from
me.
Ulfborg. That gives me a 24 to hit the horse.
Okay, 24 will hit the horse, definitely.
Phenomenal. So that's this plus 2d6 from Bane, because it is undead. Yes. Ghoul horse. 20 damage.
20 damage. Shit. All right. Let me see here. Oh gosh, come back. There you go. All right, yeah, 20 in. 20 it is. Cool. Sorry, space doing something. Wraith, your go.
All right. Wraith's going to take 2 shots at the horse. The first shot is a 24 to hit, and also I've imbued the first shot.
Okay. Yeah, that will hit.
All right. So first is D8 plus 2, so that's 4 points. And then 1, 2, D6. 9 plus 4, I think. 9, 13, 17 points of damage on the first attack.
All right. 17. And your second?
19 to hit, touch AC.
That will hit.
All right. That will be 7 points of damage.
7 points. All right. This actually takes the horse out from underneath the rider. I'm gonna have to make a ride check to see if you can dismount without getting knocked out. He does. He manages to leap off as the ghoul horse collapses beneath him. There's a sickening smell as its putrid innards start pouring out of it. But let's see, Ryan, your go.
All right. Seeing the horse collapse, Ryan's going to go ahead and just 5-foot step up and attack the rider.
Let me get rid of the horse and put the rider on in the square, so you know where you're going.
Well, what square is he in?
Yeah, he'll dismount closer. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So that is 21 to hit him.
21 is the AC. No, 20 is the AC in this guy. Sorry.
Lovely. 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. 10 damage. Okay. So it's still up, but so it is his go. You're using a pole arm, right? All right. He 5-foot steps forward to you and attempts to wail on you with his axe, spewing the most vile stuff you've ever heard. Even if it's a language you can't understand, it sounds dirty. Let's see. Oh gosh, I might have boned it there. Does 19 get you?
No.
Then he misses twice. Your fancy footwork and heavy armor are able to stave off his blows. Oathboard. Oh, yep. Here you go.
Okay. The birds continue attacking.
Death by burb.
2 hits. That. No hits from the claw so far. 3 get through. 3, 5, 6 damage from the flock of birds.
All right. Still up.
And then Talik will take his attacks.
Caw.
Right die. That's a miss. Claws. Also misses. I think. Oh no, +7. Does 20 hit? That was 21. Was it 20 or 21?
20 is the AC.
20. Okay, so 2 hits from Talik. For an additional 7 damage. I will 5-foot step back and continuing giving Fidelis combat advice, so he gets a +2 to hit again. And for my standard action, I will I'll draw a wand.
All right. This guy's looking pretty beat up, Fidelis. It's your go.
I will swift action change my bane to orc.
Okay.
And this is a full orc, right?
Yes, he is a full-on orc.
Okay, so yeah, change my bane to orc. That gives me a +2 from Oathboard, a +2 from flanking with Talik. So this will be +4 again. 22?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Be 26 actually. Okay, cool. And since it is an orc, he is baned. Phelan, guide my hand. You did not a great job. 17 damage.
17 damage is a pretty good job. You stab into him with your halberd, or slashing him like he's already has blood pouring out of every crack of his armor by this point from all the eagle bites and Ryan's blow. The orc gargles out a final curse at you and then expires with a metallic crunch onto the field.
Oh, perhaps we should have saved him for questioning.
Already the festering undead horse carcass is just spewing writhing maggots everywhere.
Ugh.
Brother
delighted.
Brother Tio basically comes out of his shock. He's like, "Oh, thank Paylor." He's now genuinely smiling and relieved. He's like, "I was so worried they weren't going to send someone powerful enough."
Sorry. Oh, we're the ones that are powerful enough.
Yeah. Yes, he nods. Yes, it's great to see you, but I don't think we have a lot of time here.
Detect magic real quick.
Oh, sure.
Specifically on the orc.
You detect magic and you find 2 potions on the orc. Oh, sorry, 3 potions on the orc.
Ooh, what
Right.
they got?
The orc has a potion of magic weapon. He's got a cure moderate and an inflict moderate.
Ooh.
For the horse.
Or the horse. Brother Tio approaches and he basically kicks over the orc's body kind of slowly. He's like there, and he shows like a blackened skull symbol on his shirt or on his armor. Another assassin from the Lord of Evil. We try not to say his name. You see him kind of make a warding off gesture, but pointing at his eye at the same time. It'll be a hard check, but you might be aware of this god if you've studied planar stuff. So if you have knowledge planes, I will let you make a knowledge religion on this.
Okay.
Oh.
17 knowledge religion.
Knowledge religion, 17. I think it's too obscure.
21 plus 14.
Okay, you're good.
35.
You've heard of this through other tomes that have filtered their way to your through your studies from other places. Like you've long known that other worlds and other gods exist, and this one is particularly notorious. An evil demigod named Ayuz that inhabits a world, basically as a live-in evil god king.
Okay.
And why does this Lord of Evil seek the death of your saint child?
We're not quite sure. Doubtless he has some foul ritual that will need the holy child's something, blood. Who knows? All I know is that he's targeted our little saint, and we need to get him to a very safe location where we have more defenses, and definitely away from the Empire. We're still too close. We tried to rebuild after the war, and once we moved to the borders, then this sort of thing starts happening more regularly.
Can I ask you a question? What's the name of this world? What's the name of this planet?
The planet, it's Greyhawk.
I figured that. I was like, it's not going to do a bit of good to say, is this Greyhawk?
I think, what is the name of the world? Is it the Flanness? I can't remember.
It's just like, well, shit. I can't remember.
No, it's Earth. Duh.
Okay.
Yeah, the world is named Earth.
Sorry, what planet are we on right now? We stepped out of a portal. We're a little confused. No, where is the child? How far away are we?
He's like, well, the child is, we're going to, he looks a little abashed. He says, we were worried again. He says, I'm not trying to insult your capabilities. You've obviously proven yourself as strong fighters. But our leadership was a little bit jumpy about the whole thing.
Better safe than sorry, I understand.
He's like, follow me. And he begins heading toward, what you see, a little farmhouse, like with the lights doused and everything like that.
The child is in there?
Sort of.
Two.
He walks to the farmhouse and like gives it a quick knock. It's me, Tio. He's like, you hear a voice on the inside. What's the password? A sort of a small piping voice. What's the password?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
We didn't do a password. I said no when you asked. He's like, that's the password. And the door opens. And you see what at first you think is a small child, like a person in like a baby onesie, like standing there, just like, but with a more adult kind of stance. And then you realize it's just sort of kind of it's a chubby halfling dressed as a human baby. Human child.
It's like the cartoon baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, they purposely picked a halfling that could be mistaken for a 3-year-old human. He's standing there like in a yellow onesie, like he's just he's got like a short beer in his hand. He's like, did the people get here or what? He presents you to. He's like,
All right, Godsmack, resist the urge to hit it.
he's like, I'm afraid the plan has been changed. We're we're the decoy detail.
Oh, well, that is acceptable.
I was not I didn't want to be. How do I put this? The halfling dressed as the small child plops a lollipop out of his mouth. Yeah, we got to look real conspicuous on the way. We're trying to draw attention. Isn't this great?
Ah,
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
yes.
Right. And I get to practice my acting chops. Oh, wow. Look at that, Daddy. Oh, Mommy, you look so beautiful today. My God, this chick's statuesque. I like her.
Well, this is good then. This is actually better because if
If he
worst
dies,
happens-
we don't get in trouble.
exactly, exactly.
He looks past all you and he's like, hey, Pops, you got a halfling with you. Great.
Oh.
I love how that's Oathboard's just stock noise.
Oh. I'm an old man.
Getting up from a chair. Oh, getting hit by something from across the room. Oh, you should just clip that and just hit the button.
Yeah, just
like
have a yak back
soundboard.
button or something like that.
Yeah. Oh.
You stole that. You stole this catchphrase from Norman from the Riff Track shorts, though. But that the halfling child pretender introduces himself as Brightwell.
And what is the name of your saint child?
Oh,
The
he hasn't gotten a name.
Ah, so there's no reason to call you. But I
No,
guess
they just call him the little saint or whatever. You know, whenever they reference him, like he's 3, so a little smart, whip smart for a 3-year-old, real swell kid. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be doing this for any other brat. Brother Tio gives him a frown. He's like, "What?"
Well, I'm very grateful that you are not a 3-year-old child that we have to protect from
Nope.
things
I'm
that ride on dead horses.
I'm an adult halfling that you got to carry in a papoose.
What about
There's that word again.
maybe a baby Bjorn would be more helpful?
Like one of the fake breastfeeding harnesses for men, like it puts the bottle in the.
I'm just picturing, armor with a baby in front. Now I have extra armor.
You're fighting like Scottish women now, with just a baby on front and.
I said that'd be good armor for like evil people to wear,
Yeah.
That church of Palor probably doesn't want to harm all these innocent babies we have strapped to the front of our gothic breastplate.
Yeah, the armor is like pure 40K evil looking like art, kind of like or not 40K, but Warhammer Fantasy evil looking art armor.
Now, to the baby armor point, there was an instance in ancient Egypt where one nation was fighting before Egypt became together, and they were still North and South Kingdom. There was one army fighting a group of Bast worshippers, so they painted cats on their armor, and they nailed cats to their shields so that the enemy army would not attack them.
What
Heard
a
that before, probably from you.
what a life affirming story. Thank you.
Very possibly.
Actually, no, it wasn't from you. Somebody brought that up.
I just thought that was very fascinating.
We know
Yeah.
who released it though. Aliens.
Aliens.
Yes.
Because
Every time you bring up Egypt, it's always aliens. But so yes, Brightwell gives you a smile. Tio gives you a nervous smile, and then Tio says, "Well, we better gather our things and be off."
Well,
we're going to have to leave our pursuers a signal. Well,
We
we've
burn
paid
down
off.
this building.
Yeah, we've paid off the farmer to. Yeah, we're gonna have to burn it all down. Let the cows go.
Well, fortunately, Brightwell, you like our Lady Rhine here. She's probably going to be the one strong enough to carry you.
He smiles creepily.
Oh no, I have this handy haversack. Be like
Oh, that
Willow
could-
toting that baby around in the movie.
Finally,
Yeah, that was a baby.
finally,
This is
Tio
a-
says, "No, we're going to go with the plan. I'm carrying you, and our protectors protect us."
Ah, that makes sense.
The face Ryan was making starts to fade away.
What face was she making?
It was a real like, ooh, who farted face.
Not a I might be into this face. Okay.
There's something sticking in your back.
Oh, God damn it, Jeff.
Anyway, so yes, so they gather their things. Does anyone want to do the honors?
Well, first of all, we're traveling overland.
Yes, we're going to travel through the overland. We're going to be passing through some large settlements, and
I
We
am
have
going to
a-
cast Nature's Path,
all right.
which for 8 hours lets us find the shortest and easiest and fastest ways through the wilderness.
Yeah.
Determining overland speed. The target treats any trackless terrain as though they were on a trail or a road,
Oh,
and any
that's cool.
terrain with a road or trail as though they were on a highway.
Nice.
And I have enough to be able to do everybody in the group.
Nice.
So
Did
did
this
this put all
farmer-
those points in survival as a druid?
You're welcome. That lets you track, and you still got to know where we're going. So that's where survival comes in.
Yeah,
still
we
gotta
have to follow
find
this
that.
giant highway your magic just created that shows us where to go.
No, it just makes us move faster through that terrain. You still got to tell us where to go.
I thought you said that it pointed us in the shortest direction to where we're going.
Well, kind of. It's like instinctively knows the shortest and easiest, fastest way through the wilderness. You still got to kind of know where you're going.
Did this farmer happen to leave horses? Did you contract horses when you bought the house?
We did.
Oh, excellent. Otherwise, we're going to have to ride cows. Yeah, Bessie.
I might want to ride that cow.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's an emergency food source. Like it might not be the fastest mount in the world.
I mean, so are horses. I mean, if we're talking emergency.
I mean, yeah, you can have horse, but or you can have steak.
True.
Anyway, so next time when we pick up, we'll start the basically it's a tour of mayhem. You guys are trying to cause a ruckus in places you're going and get attention of evil assassins, and that is the adventure. See you
Nobody
next time,
look at us. We're carrying the Christ child.
Not
So, real quick before we go, who's taking the cure moderate wounds? Who's taking the magic oil magic weapon and the cause magic moderate wounds potions? We got 3 potions.
I don't know.
I'm just saying so we can go ahead and know who's getting them.
You can have them.
I don't necessarily need the cure moderates because I can self heal and I feel like I have something that makes it a magic weapon.
Yeah, your weapons are all magical from your interaction on the.
Yeah.
aftermath. You all guys got fresh magic weapons.
You can use that potion of magic weapon to make your ammo magic.
It's true. You can.
Or just use
Oh, I
my
have
gun.
several
Yeah.
oils of magic weapon myself.
Yep. You can. What? You can enchant 20 pieces of ammo at a time with it, right? Something.
No, 50.
50? Is it 50 or no? Okay.
And we can just throw that that potion of harm at somebody.
Make it. A,
Can it double as a splash weapon?
I would say, yeah, probably. I mean, they'd still get the save against it, of course.
Holy water gets the same treatment. Why not?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't throw a potion of cure light at a zombie, can you?
Yeah, but this is an oil. This is a.
Oh well. Okay.
And who says you can't? I mean, that would be a cool ruling if you wanted to just waste a potion for D8 plus 1
2d8.
damaging.
2d8 plus 3. This is a moderate. All right. So yeah, next time. Thanks for joining us. I was trying to close it out.
Yeah, that was a nice close. And then Jeff said, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
let's bog this down and who gets these 2 potions that nobody needs."
Hey,
Hey,
I
Jeff,
just want to know
Jeff,
you are so welcome.
take that cure moderate. You can have the cure moderate.
Thank you very
much. We know what it was about.
That's exactly what it was.
Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Jeff. Have this imaginary potion.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all I cared about.
This has been Raiders of the Lark, a homebrew detritus production. Thanks for listening.